This episode of The Memory Palace is brought to you by Article. We are big fans of Article here at The Memory Palace. This room of the palace, the ballroom where I'm sitting right now, it's palatial, trust me, is lit beautifully by a legit beautiful lamp from Article. This stuff is of extraordinarily high quality. It is truly lovely furniture that's influenced by, mid-century modern and Scandinavian styles. I have a feeling you're really going to like it. If you've never checked it out before, summer and warmer weather is right around the corner here in the Northern Hemisphere. And they really have fantastic outdoor furniture. It's totally worth checking out. Go to article.com and take a look. The stuff looks great, and it is made with all these outdoor-friendly materials like teak and acacia wood and granite and galvanized steel and rattan. And it comes to you with a flat delivery fee of $49, regardless of what you're buying and how big the order is. So go to www.article.com/memorypalace and get $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. That is www.article.com/memorypalace. Go check it out. The Memory Palace is brought to you by Rate Marketplace. If you're a homeowner, did you know it takes just minutes to see if you're eligible to save up to $4,000 a year? Rate Marketplace is a home financing engine that uses a fast and easy online process. With Rate Marketplace, you can drop the paperwork and in a few minutes get a custom mortgage solution from your phone or computer. If you want to get started and see your savings at ratemarketplace.com/memorypalace. That's ratemarketplace.com/memorypalace. They are an equal housing lender. MLS number 1137890. This is The Memory Palace. I'm Nate DiMeo. Picture a 9-year-old boy. Picture an actual 9-year-old boy. A nephew or a little brother, your neighbor's kid, your own kid. Maybe you remember yourself at that age. Now picture that boy in Pennsylvania, 1909, 1913, a mile or so down below the surface of the earth in a narrow mine shaft, starting his 12-hour shift as a nipper. Coal mines were, and of course still are, miserable places to be. They're cold and dank and they're dangerous. Setting aside cave-ins for a second, there's still the fumes, the methane gas that can leak and kill the canaries and the men who breathe it in. And so to control the flow of the breathable air through the tunnels, they'd build these heavy wooden doors. And the doors couldn't stay open for very long, or the air would quickly tip from merely stale and oppressive to lethal. A nipper would sit by the doors for 12 hours, in the cold, in the dark, all alone, at 9 years old. Sitting, if he was lucky, with a small gas lamp, too dim to read by, but bright enough to make the eyes of the rats glow. And he'd wait to hear a cart approaching the door, carrying tools or men down or coal back up. Sometimes it would be pulled by a mule walking blind through the dark. Sometimes it would be on a track, barreling down unmanned or unmuled, led by gravity. The boy would have to move very quickly. The carts could go really fast, and he'd have to open up the door in time for them to get in, and then shut it behind the cart so the airflow doesn't get effed up, and then run to the door at the other end and do the same thing. Which is a bad enough job, but it was also incredibly dangerous. You could stumble in the dark and get run over, and many, many boys died that way. But more still died because they were little boys, alone in the dark, with nothing to do but to sit and be cold and be scared, and to listen for hoofbeats or the grinding of wheels. And they'd fall asleep. And the mules wouldn't see the closed doors, and the carts would keep coming, and the boys would be dreaming next to the doors when they exploded inward.